283. Our guest on the show is the head coach of the Bob Whites, Red Gendron. We'll meet some of the players and also show you a videotape highlights of the title game against Essex Junction. Red, our congratulations to you. 2 years coach, 2 championships, both overtime games. How do you feel about the whole thing?
I'm getting old very quickly. It's difficult to coach in that sort of game. It's great when you win, but if we'd have come up a little bit short, it wouldn't have been so easy to take.
A year ago against South Burlington, what, it was double overtime?
It certainly was. That was even worse. It was a little bit better this year.
Just a single one this time. But still, in an overtime session, bounce of the puck and anything can happen.
Oh, that's certainly true. And as you probably see in the highlights, Essex certainly had some opportunities to win the game during the overtime period as well as late in the third period.
Okay, Red, let's move along to some of the youngsters here. First, we'll talk with Brian Bliss. And Brian, what position do you play?
I play left wing, Tony.
And you had a goal in the second period, and you also got the overtime goal, right?
Yes, I did.
How'd you feel about the whole thing?
It was a surprise to me as well as everybody else, I guess.
Right. Brian, do you have any college plans made yet?
Yes, I do. I'm attending University of Vermont in the fall.
Well, congratulations to you on a great career, and good luck to you at the University of Vermont. Now let's move in Jeff Roberts, who is a defenseman. And Jeff, did anybody on the Essex team present any particular defensive problems for you?
Well, they had good defense, but we had a tough offense, too, so I'm not really...
What is most important in your mind for a defenseman? Is it just skating ability, or is it technique, or what?
If you can skate, that really helps. If you're slow, that can cause a problem, but against Essex especially, you really had to be fast on your feet because they had real good forwards.
Right. How about your college plans? Have you got them made yet?
Yeah, I plan to attend West Point this fall.
Hey, terrific. Thank you very much, Jeff, and good luck to you in the future. And now let's bring in Jamie Jackson, who is the right wing on the first line. Jamie, how did you guys feel about the game going into it?
Well, we were kind of nervous because the first game they beat us, and the second game we beat them, but they score on their opportunities, put it that way, so it's tough.
Yeah. Must be tough, too, going into an overtime, huh?
Well, we're used to it from last year, and it wasn't as bad this year, I don't believe, because this year I felt we played better, and I thought we dominated most of the game.
I also thought that both goalies played extremely well.
Oh, yes, they did. Mike Odette played super, and Fernandez did also.
Jamie, what about your college plans, if any, at this point?
Well, I've been accepted at both Norwich and New England, but I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to.
Congratulations on a great career, and good luck to you in the future. All right, now we're going to take a look at highlights of the game, and let's pick it up right away here as BFA's Lloyd Laro in front and a save by Fernandez. Essex from the right point here, a low drive by Bruce Tagg, and the Hornets go on top by a score of 1-0 before an overflow crowd at UVM's Gutterson. 1-0, and now Essex. Evan Richards and a save by Mike Hodette. BFA's Bob Murray. And BFA from the corner in front to Rich Palmer, who bangs it home after one period of play. Now we pick up more BFA action from the right point. Right in front there, Brian Bliss with a wrist shot. Bingo, and BFA takes a 2-1 lead. Now we pick up more action as Scott Osborne comes in there. Nice move in front. Save, rebound shot, Todd Rundle. No! Essex shot from the left side, and then a backhander by Johnson. And that's Essex tying it up at 2-2. Now for BFA, Bob Murray, right on, save Fernandez. And BFA attacking again, saved by Fernandez. You have total of 30, covered up by Hodette. And off the face-off here, John Sisters for Essex gets a shot. Regulation time expires. We're in overtime. BFA attacking under the pads of Fernandez. He's pushed into the goal. Referee right on top of it waves it off. Now you're going to see the winning goal coming up in just a moment after that save. Jamie Jackson passes to the left side of the cage, and Bliss, pandemonium breaks loose at UVM's Gutterson Fieldhouse as the Bob Whites of BFA win it in overtime by a score of 3-2. And look at Fernandez just sitting there, being consoled. And later, the goalie, Fernandez for Essex, hands the winning puck over to BFA goalie Mike Hodet.
It was a tremendous amount of pressure for any high school athlete in a game like that, and our kids handle it very well, but it's just great when it's all over.
You're losing these three fine players that we had on with us tonight, but what kind of a nucleus do you have coming back next year?
Well, we have a real good nucleus coming back next season. We are graduating 9 players, but there's a strong group of seniors coming back next year. We have a couple of senior defensemen coming back next season and a couple of senior forwards that are real top quality players, so we should be okay.
Red, do you have the feeling that there's better balance in the league overall than there used to be?
I believe so. You know, this is only my second year in the state of Vermont. Last season, the teams were fairly good, but as the season wound down, there were only basically 2 or 3 teams right there. This year it was different. There were 6 teams that could have won on any given night, so it was, as you say, the balance is there now.
It's good for hockey in the state of Vermont, too.
Oh, it certainly was. This year and last year, the state final games, double overtime, and then this year overtime. The people, you know, Guttison Fieldhouse being jammed with people is just outstanding.
I'll tell you, there was a lot of excitement there that night because I was there, and it's nice for that kind of athletic program. Red, congratulations to you. Best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
BFA's Bob Whites, Division I hockey champions for 1982-83. Just a couple of scores to pass along here. The Atlanta Braves beat the Montreal Expos 6-2. The Red Sox